Hi, everyone. I have a very special guest with me today. She is the creator of the Confident Clarity Pathway, and I cannot wait for you to get to know her and hear her story. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Unblock Your Blessings. I'm Vicki Lebrilla, your travel size emotions coach, helping you navigate the roller coaster ride of emotions, revelations, and all that comes with adulting. Get comfy because we're about to dive into the nitty gritty of unblocking all that emotional weight and letting the sun shine right back into your life. Remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe, and of course, leave an honest review at the end of this episode. It's free, it means the world to me, and it helps this podcast reach more ears. Now, friends, it's your era to unblock your blessings. And I have the beautiful Valerie Priester with me today. She is a self trust and clarity guide for established heart centered women entrepreneurs who are ready to stop second guessing themselves and start choosing what is true. Through her signature coaching experience, the Confident Clarity Pathway, Valerie supports women who have built meaningful lives and businesses but feel called into a more aligned next season. Her work helps them return to themselves, recognize their worth, rebuild their trust in their own knowing, and take aligned action in life and business. Her clients often move from confusion, overthinking, and self doubt into greater clarity, intentionality, and confidence in their own voice. Valerie believes that when women trust herself deeply, she moves boldly, and I couldn't agree more. Friend, thank you so much for taking time to be on this podcast with me.
Oh, Vicki, thank you so much for inviting me. This is absolutely something I've been so excited about, just having this conversation with you. So thank you. I'm honored to be here.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So actually, listeners, just so you know, Valerie was in a conversation with another friend, Shannon Fox, which I've had on my podcast. She's like, "You have to meet this soul." I was like, "Sign me up." Whatever comes out of Shannon Fox's mouth is like, "You have to meet." I'm like, "Okay, I don't need any interview like legalities. I don't need to make sure she's a perfect fit." I just knew deep down, I was like, "This woman has massive value and a story to share." And of course, you get to take up space here. So it was a win-win already.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
And I
welcome.
love Shannon.
Right. She's a good soul. She's a good soul. So, friend, I would love to know, I would love for you to share who you are, who you serve. And of course, this podcast is about unblocking your blessings. And I feel for women entrepreneurs, we get to untangle our blessings so we can do it for other people. We can help other people see that. So I'd love for you to share your story of how you got to where you are today.
Sure. And I love the title of your podcast. I love it. Oh my goodness, unblocking anything is a good thing,
Yeah.
but especially our blessings. And, I like to say that that's probably how I got here. Not probably, it is how I got here, through the blessings of my own life. I started this whole journey of coaching 17 years ago. And I started at the encouragement of five women that we all worked together in corporate. And I worked with these women because they all wanted to know, they call me the fruit and berries lady. Let's get clear on that.
Okay. Yeah, there's a story behind
Sunshine,
that.
fruit, berries, right? And it was because what they saw in me was this steady woman, no matter what was happening in my life, no matter what was happening around me. My disposition was always positive. It was always uplifting, encouraging. And they all wanted to know, like, how do you stay there?
Mm.
And each of them had like a different desire. One wanted to start her own business. One wanted to play a bigger role in her ministry in church, her women's ministry. One was in a troublesome marriage and wanted something different. And one wanted to be promoted on her job and just all had different things that they were desiring. And I work with these women. First, we started a Bible study at work.
Oh, nice.
Probably not the thing to do, but we
Hey,
did.
you did it. Ask
We were
for
like, we got to do it
forgiveness
anyway.
later.
And every week we meet, right? And talk about, the Bible and God and who we are in
Mhm.
Christ and who the power that we have. And in working with them, I began to notice like all of their lives changed. all of their blessings manifested. And they were the ones that said, you should really look into coaching. Well, I had no idea what coaching was. I didn't know what they were talking about. And so I said, okay, fine, I'll look into coaching. So I did. I did my due diligence. I wanted to find something that aligned with my beliefs, and with my core values. And what I found was Christian life coaching. That's where this journey started. And so I became certified as a Christian life coach and started working with women and again, just watching their lives change. And every woman always said, you have always shown me that I have the confidence to do what I want to do, but I didn't know how to get that confidence to show up. I didn't know how to pull it out of myself, but you always show me how to do that. And that was just so fulfilling for me.
Isn't it
And
the best feeling possible? At least for me, I've experienced as a coach myself, the
yeah,
transformation that you see, because you're
oh,
not doing the work, you're
at
pulling it
all.
out of them. That spark that God put in their soul, it's
Yes.
like you're lighting that back up and they get to feel it and you get to see it. It is one of the best feelings on earth.
It is absolutely the best feeling. And being on a coaching call, like one of those feelings is when I can see the light bulb. I can see when it goes off, right? And it may be from a sentence or a statement that I made or, just something I said and I see it go off and then they're just like, wow, I never thought of it that way,
Mhm.
right? But has been so fulfilling for me. It really has. And so on this journey, we did a lot of life coaching and then when I hired my first business coach, I'll never forget, I was about 3 years in my business. And one of her questions was, well, who's coming to you? And I realized at that moment that most of the women that were coming to me were coaches and they were starting their own coaching business. And they wanted to know, how do I do this? How do I charge? What do I coach on? And I'm like, all right, I'm just 3 years in my own business. I don't know. And my coach said, well, they see what you have accomplished, and that's what they desire. And I said,
Mhm.
yeah, but I'm still trying to figure this out. And so she said, well, teach what you know. Just teach
Mhm.
what you know. Well, that was the beginning of becoming this whole business coach, which I never wanted to do, Vicki. Never wanted to do this.
It wasn't even on your radar, I'm assuming.
Never on my radar. Because I'm thinking, I don't know enough. How can I
Uh-huh.
teach someone else,
You're
right?
right.
And here's what she said to me. First, she said, teach what you know. As long as you're 2 steps ahead, you can teach it, right? So
Hmm.
I said, yeah, but I don't want to be a business coach. I was kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
And then she said, so are you saying you don't want to help them?
I'm
And that pinched my heart. I was
sure
like,
it did.
of course not.
Excuse me, that's not what I said.
That's not what I said. Because in this space, usually the first thing that comes up for us, especially women, is we want to help everyone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at least for me, that was my thought. Like, I want to help everyone. I didn't
Hmm.
want to narrow down, or what do they say, niche
Niche
down to
down.
one group because I felt like I can help anyone. And so when she
I'm
said that, I
so
was
guilty
like,
of this.
oh, we
Absolutely.
are, because we love helping, right?
Yes,
But when
yes,
she said that
yes.
to me, I was like, I'm not saying that. Of course, I'm not saying I want to help them. And
Hmm.
so that was the beginning of making the transition over to the business side of
Uh-huh.
coaching. And so I helped a lot of coaches, start their businesses, learn how to charge more, all of that. But at the root of that was always mindset, always. Because I can give you the strategy, I can give you the playbook, but if what's playing between your two ears
Hmm.
is conflicting with that of what you know you can do or should do, it's going to be a problem. And so I realized at the root of all of this is what we think and how we think about ourselves, what we believe about ourselves, how much we trust ourselves.
Hmm.
And that's when I realized that it's not just business. It can't be just business because that didn't make my heart sing.
Hmm.
Sure, I could tell you the strategies, I could tell you the tactics, but
Hmm.
that does not make my heart sing. What makes my heart sing is when you, as a woman, begin to stand up and realize I get to do, be, and have whatever it is I want. And I get to create that
Hmm.
from within.
Yeah.
not because of what they said, but from what's already within me, from what I've already been created to do,
Yeah.
to have, and to be.
Yeah.
That lit me on fire.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, I have to combine the two. Sure, I can help you with business strategies, but
Hmm.
first and foremost, I want to work with you on your mindset. I want to work with you on what you believe about yourself.
The
Because you,
strategy is such a small percentage of the big picture.
very small,
It
very
it
small.
is, and strategy will always change. It's always going to pivot with the times
Yes,
that we're in. The
yes,
strategy will fluctuate, but that
yes.
mindset and clarity and awareness and
Oh,
knowing, that deep knowing and the conversation between your ears, that is
always.
what is timeless.
Yes, yes. And that's what a lot of times keeps us from implementing the strategies,
Uh-huh.
right? Because of
Yes.
what we're thinking, because of what we're believing, or because we're trying to implement strategies that are not in alignment with who we really are.
Oh yeah, we try to be that person. Wow,
Yes,
that woman specifically,
yes.
she's so successful in what she does. Maybe if I do exactly
Do
what
what
she
she does.
does,
Mhm,
I will have,
mhm,
I will
mhm,
get. Oh,
mhm.
honey,
Oh no.
let's save
Oh
some
no.
time. Let's save some time and say no
No.
because God made one of her, just like
Yes.
God made one of you.
One of you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I spent a lot of years spinning in circles like that. Like, oh,
Hmm.
if I just do what they're doing. No, that wasn't aligned with who I am
Hmm.
and how I am meant to show up in the world and what I am meant to deliver in the world,
Yeah.
right? When you combine those two, oh, talk about powerful. Talk
Yes.
about secret sauce,
It,
right?
it, it
That,
is. It is
yeah,
so divinely guided. Like before
absolutely.
we press record, I'm not even gonna lie. I set alarms on my phone. Okay. I need that personal mindset development every single day because it's
Yes,
very easy to waver away
yes.
with all the little first world problems Vicki likes to have in her head.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I anchor
And
back in, and the last reminder I have on my phone for the day is God knows the how.
that's right. That's right. I tell my clients that all the time. All the time. The how is
Yes.
none of your business. It's
No.
not.
Get out of your way. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
Valerie, so
Just follow.
what I'm hearing from you is that you found your path. And I'm so
Yes.
grateful your friends all those
Yes.
years ago were like, you can do this because they saw it
Yes.
in you. They saw your spark,
Absolutely.
right? Before
Absolutely.
you did.
Before I did. Yes.
And the roles are reversed now, and I understand when you see it. So I have a client and I have to like turn my face off, which is very hard to do when she's on a roll. Okay. She's on a roll
Oh,
and she's dumping.
yes.
And I'm
Yes.
like, oh,
Yes.
there it is. So I'm
There
trying to
it is.
write, and I don't
Yeah.
write in a straight line. You should see my notes. They're just
They're
all
everywhere.
over the place because I don't want to interrupt the thought.
Right.
Huh?
Right. Hmm.
And then in like red or purple or black, whatever I'm using, XYZ, not going to name her.
Right.
I just want to let you know you lit up. Like
Yeah.
I saw your soul when
This
you said
point.
this.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
your
Yes.
tone shifted when,
Yes. Yes.
and I flip it back on her. We don't have, I don't, wonderful coaches are great human beings, but we've gone through the mud over
Yeah.
and over
Oh,
again to
yeah.
get
And over
here.
again.
And
Mhm.
we will on occasion because we're not perfect beings.
Exactly.
But when you align with the right coach for you, oh my gosh,
Oh, it
the
makes a
amount of
difference.
clarity and awareness that you can receive from them,
Yes.
they don't make that up. It's
They
they're
do.
just able to extract it from you, what
You.
comes out of your mouth and your ahas, and
Absolutely.
help you align back on your path.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. Because that's our gift.
yes,
That's what we're created for, right?
yes.
And it's so amazing because when we see it, it lights us up because we
Hmm.
know like this is it for you. This
Hmm.
right here is it. Because I
Hmm.
could see it in your face, I could see it, I could feel it in your
Yeah.
energy,
Hmm.
right? That's what lights you up. And so, Vicki, for me, I'm telling you, all the years of coaching and working with women, I at the moment where I felt like I couldn't, because there was a time I felt like I couldn't really promote or market mindset.
Hmm.
And that hurt my heart.
Mm.
I felt like I was losing something or I was going to leave something behind because that was such a part of who I am in teaching you who you are, in helping you to come back to yourself, your home, your true being of who you are. And if I had to leave that out, I didn't feel like coaching would mean anything to me.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't, because
It was
again, I can teach
soulless. It
anybody.
was empty.
Yes, yes. Because
Mhm.
business strategy just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Doesn't. I can
Yeah,
teach it, but it just doesn't light me up, right?
yeah.
So I'm like, I can't leave that piece behind. So I
Uh-huh.
spent time really understanding how to integrate both of them and be able to work with the women that really needed me to show them the path that there's greater for you.
Mhm.
And they know it.
Yeah, I
That's
was gonna
the
say
good part.
they're ready
They know
for
it.
it as
Yes.
well. Like
Yes.
it's not that you know they need it. It's also that
Mm-mm.
piece of their inner note. They're ready for you now.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Because their inner spirit is saying, there's more.
Yes.
There's more.
And that's
Right?
how you created the confident clarity pathway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is not, it's not a structured coaching program. It is where I work with you one-on-one because every individual is different.
Yeah.
And when I tried to do structured program, it did not work for me because it didn't touch the soul of the person. It didn't touch the heart of the person. It was just follow these instructions, these steps. No, I have really got to connect with you,
Hmm.
really have to just get in there and show you. It's like, oh, I say this all the time. If I could just open up your mind, just like a door, and just open your mind and pour in all the things that I see about you that you haven't acknowledged yet.
Hmm.
Ooh, ooh, what a
Yeah.
different world.
Yes.
What a different world.
I'm
That's,
really, oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, that's what lights me up. That's
I,
just what
well,
lights me up.
I'm so, like, I don't want to get teary-eyed because I actually put makeup on today, but that's besides the
Cry it
point.
off.
You're the, you're the only coach I have heard, and I've talked to a lot, not all,
Mhm.
that is honestly saying there's no concrete structure. I have my methods,
Yes. Yes.
but maybe these methods over here aren't for that client that is here.
Right. Right.
I am so happy you are saying this out loud because I like to tell my friends I don't like putting Vicky in a box. Vicky
Right.
doesn't do well in a box.
He
They
doesn't
get
do well.
claustrophobic. They're like, I just know it's not great.
It's
It's
not
not
going to
great.
work.
And that's how I do my coaching. Like
Yeah.
every soul is at a specific place.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, I've become certified.
Yes.
I'm a certified essential emotions coach. I can walk them through that.
Right.
But I'm sorry, not everyone's ready for this structured process.
No.
I get to
No.
show up and meet them exactly where they're at. And my
Absolutely.
empathy and my talents,
It's what.
I'm really good
Yes.
at pulling that string
Yes.
gently and sometimes forcefully when
Mm-hmm.
they're in their heads.
Mm-hmm.
So that awareness, that light bulb turns on.
Yes.
And that's
And it's,
okay.
yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me that your confident clarity pathway does just that and you bring your
Just
brilliance
that.
to them where they're at. Like amen.
Yes.
Because
Because
it's
it's
not
not,
cookie cutter.
it's
It
not.
never, in my opinion,
It
it never
can't.
should be.
No, it can't. And we're both not saying that having a framework and following some steps is the wrong thing. It's not. There are times when that is necessary,
Hmm.
but more often than not in the work that I do and what it sounds like the work that Vicky does, it's more about connecting with the real person inside.
Yeah.
Because how many times, I know for me, how many times have I brought into coaching programs that are structured? Watch this video, follow these modules, do this, do this, do this. And when I leave, nothing's changed. Nothing's
That's
changed.
wild. I agree.
Yeah. And not because the coach wasn't good,
Mm-mm.
right? I took some nuggets away,
I was just gonna
but
say I get some nuggets. I kid
you
you
get some
not. Yeah, I
nuggets.
get some
Yeah,
nuggets,
yeah.
but it's not
But
the whole thing.
transformational. It's
Hmm.
not transformation.
Yeah.
And it's the transformation that I'm going for.
Hmm.
Because until you can have the transformation, you can't fully step into this role of who you really are.
Hmm.
Because you haven't accepted it yet. You haven't acknowledged it yet. Most of the time, you haven't even seen it yet.
So
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, what was a pivotal time in your life that you had to unblock in
Ooh,
order to be here?
ooh,
Because your friend saw before you did. But it
yeah,
sounds to me that you've always been that human that your girlfriends call on,
always,
like your entire life,
always,
as far as you can think back. I'm
always.
that same soul. I
Yes,
don't,
yes,
I don't like try to do it. I'm just who I
mhm.
am.
You're just who you are.
But
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I still get calls from girlfriends far away, this and that. And it's
Yes,
just,
yeah,
I'm their human
yeah,
that they can be unapologetically themselves, but I can turn that light switch on, right? Like I can
yes,
anchor into what they're trying to say
absolutely,
and pull it out
absolutely.
of them. And they're like, I
Mhm.
don't know how you do this, Vicky. I was like, I really don't either. I love you.
It's
And I
just me. I love
listen
you.
and I don't know, I do Vicky's thing.
Yes, I
I
love
w
it. I love that's me. That's been me my entire life. So much so, like my friends sometimes when they call, they'll have to like set the set the stage for
yeah,
why they're calling. So
yes.
here's what they'll say. Can I just talk to like Valerie, my friend, not the coach today? I'm like, absolutely. But
Uh-huh.
at some point, we're going into coaching, and they know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've been that person all my life. And I think for me, the pivotal turning point in my life in really accepting and acknowledging who I am and why I was created this way is I spent a lot of years waiting for someone else to validate me. I spent a lot of years waiting for others to choose me to be worthy, to be valuable, all of that. And as with all of us, a lot of our stuff that we have to deal with that's going on in our head comes from the beginning of childhood,
Mhm.
right? What are the things we were told, the labels that were placed on us? A lot of it comes from that. And I realized when I did my work is that it came from childhood, but I'm still carrying it in adulthood.
Mhm.
I'm still relating to myself according to those labels. You're
Mhm.
not enough. You're not smart enough. All of those things. And the pivotal point in my life, I remember it, and it's part of a story that I tell in my upcoming book with Voices of the 21st Century. Um, a pivotal point for me was when I decided I had to choose me first. When I realized that I was waiting to be chosen by others. I was waiting to be given permission to show up and be bigger than life by
Mhm.
someone else, whether that was by my boss on my job, whether that was by current boyfriend,
Mhm.
whoever,
Yeah. External validation.
external validation. And when
Mhm.
I realized I cannot get external validation in anything until I validate myself first,
Mhm.
that changed my entire life.
Yeah.
That changed my entire life. I stopped looking for the validation elsewhere and gave it to myself and said, of course I'm worthy.
Yeah.
Of course I belong here. Of course this is my gift. How do I know it's my gift? Because when I see it in action, and when those women said to me, you changed my entire life, that's my confirmation. I don't need anyone else to share that with me now. I
Mhm.
know that. And
Yeah.
that changed everything.
And it
Yeah.
feels so good when you do.
Oh, absolutely.
It feels so
Absolutely.
good. And that is hiring the right coach
Mhm.
brings so much clarity into your life. And it's not just for that specific reason. And I'm going to say this here, 99.9% of the clients that I've served so far, and I can't wait to serve others, is when they come in thinking one thing that they need help with this, it
Ooh,
is almost never that. It's so much deeper, or it's so far from what they
yeah,
believed that they need help with.
absolutely.
And I'm so happy for each individual and for the again awareness. I feel like I say that a lot,
But
but
that's true.
it's true. It's absolutely true. And I don't know, and I wanted to ask you this too. My brain's all squirreling right now.
Okay.
When you go out, I feel like you're just that sunshine, that ray of sunshine. You can't help it. That's just who you are.
That's
So
me.
you say hello to people. You validate their existence,
Existent. Yes.
right?
Yes.
I
Always.
feel a lot of people are navigating life very numb and internalizing everything. So the world around them is just over there.
Right.
Yesterday I was at the store and I always strike a conversation with the teller.
Mhm.
Always. I
Yep. That's me.
appreciate them. I love on them with the time I have. And then it just so happened the woman that was up, I put the little, divider so she could
Divided.
put her stuff there. She's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." And I looked at her, I was like, "Absolutely.
Right.
That's what we get to do."
That's what we
And
do.
she's
Yeah.
like, "Well, no, not everybody does." I was like, "I'm so sorry. There's good people out there. There's good
We're
people
still
out
here.
there."
Yeah. We're
But
still
do you notice more often than not, like other people walking around with a dull version of themselves versus like the lid on fire? Are
absolutely.
you aware of that a lot more
Always,
than,
always aware of it. Always. And I am always the one that strikes the conversations. Always. My husband tells me all the time, you can't go anywhere without talking to someone. And I was like, that's just who I am, right? And
yeah.
especially if I see someone and I know that you could see the heaviness.
Oh
I
God.
can see heaviness. I can feel heaviness. I'm
Yeah.
very tuned to energy, right?
Yes.
And so if I feel that and I see that, I'm always going to at least say hello, at
Yes.
least give a smile, something,
Acknowledge
because you
their
never
existence.
know. Yes, you never know what another person is going through in this very moment.
No.
Your hello and your smile could have changed their entire mind about what was coming next in their life
Yeah. It could be the only hello and smile that they received today.
today. That's
Like
right.
the kindness doesn't doesn't have a denomination. It doesn't have a value. Like it doesn't have the money exchange. It's
No,
free to give.
free. It's free.
Always.
Yes. Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
friend,
spreading that energy. Oh, I mean, I just think we need more of that in our work. Just spreading the energy of knowing that we are all in this together.
Mhm,
And if we show love and compassion and kindness to each other,
mhm.
every chance we get, think
Yeah.
about how that would change the
Oh, I don't, bigger than my brain can even
fathom.
understand at this moment. I
Yes,
truly.
yes.
Okay, so before we jump on, just to be completely transparent, I love to dive into who's coming in. And again, my brain is so squirrely right now. I just realized less than 24 hours ago that Valerie is the best-selling author. I
Yes.
see the emblem, number one international best-selling author,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, correct.
More than once, I'm assuming.
More than once,
But
3 times.
yeah, I would love Valerie to share these books with us. I would love you to maybe dive into how this came about and why you're so passionate with the voices of the 21st century. Ladies, I
Oh,
want you to tune in. If you've tuned out, tune back in. These books will are on Amazon. Okay, who
yes.
doesn't have an
Yeah.
Amazon account?
There you
But
go.
the value, I can't even imagine. I don't have it yet, and I'm going to. I'm going to purchase one of these books
They're
because the
amazing.
value in here, I think, is going to speak volumes to the right
Yeah.
human.
Yes. Well, the Voices of the 21st Century is the brainchild or the baby of the founder of Women's Speaker Association. And her name is Gail Watson. And I was introduced to her by a business colleague, if you will. And her journey has been all about uplifting women, giving women a voice and a place to have their voices heard. And when I was introduced to the whole experience of collaborating with this series of books, it lit me up inside because one of the things that I always wanted to do was to uplift and encourage other women to share your voice. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Even if you're not looking to be an author, even if you're not looking to be a speaker, because a lot of times women think that it's, by the Women's Speaker Association that I have to be a professional speaker. No, you don't. But you have a voice
Yeah.
and we all have a story.
Amen.
That's what lit me up about this opportunity. So being able to share your story with usually there's 40, 45 other women that make up this book and being able to share that. And I read every morning, I go through and I read the other stories because they're so amazing. And they're all stories of empowerment, stories of how we overcome things and how we stand in resilience and how we show up and really stand on who we are and believe in that and then share our voice. These books are amazing. They really are. The stories in them are amazing. The women that I have met, because this is global, they've been in existence for 15 plus years and they are global. And the women that I have met and the stories that they have bring me to tears every time I read them, every single time. I met one woman who lost her husband young. I think he was in his 40s. And I think he died of a motorcycle accident. And she had 3 kids at the time, young kids. So can you imagine the journey and the just the challenge of living through that? But she tells her stories in these books. And it just brings me to tears every time because the underlining key message always is that we are stronger than we think we are and that our stories matter. Our stories help encourage other women to know, again, I come back to this, that you can be, do, and have whatever it is you desire. And these books tell those stories. So I was like blown away when she introduced it to me. And so for that reason, it's been 3 years. I'm working on year number 4. The fourth one will come out next year in February that I've participated in this. And I love it because it becomes a part of you. It becomes something that you can promote. It's your book. Your name is on the front cover of the book. Your
Mhm.
picture's on the back cover of the book. And you're joined by all of these amazing women who have stories that change lives.
And I want to remind the listeners, especially the women listeners, is that you have everything you need
Oh,
to live, do, be everything that Valerie just said. Like you could be a part of this book. But if
yes,
you're in a position where you are thinking, oh, I can't because, the story, the belief systems you have,
yes,
anchor into those women that are sharing their stories, even in this book, even in
yes.
these books, because there's more than one. Anchor into their belief. Understand that they have no special sauce other than
Mhm.
being brave enough to share their story
Yes,
and work through it.
that's right. That's right.
Friends,
And
like
we all have that.
we do, we all have that. They've unblocked those blessings. And I'm gonna say it, they're still gonna be unblocking other ones.
Absolutely.
We're all doing this life. We're all in this simulation, right? God
Mhm.
already created you with all the abundance, all the beauty, all everything you have in your soul. It's our job to be brave enough to act upon, to do.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes,
Say
just
yes.
say yes. Say yes to yourself because what you don't think is of value yet, I can guarantee it's of liquid gold to the other person reading it on the other side. Now, friend, one last question before I let our listeners go. What do you hope our listeners walk away from after hearing this conversation?
I hope that you have heard from myself and from Vicki that nothing's impossible for you. Nothing. We were created for greatness. We, especially as women, are the givers of life. So if we are the givers of life, that automatically lets us know that life lives within us. And we get to release that, to create whatever it is that your heart desires. I've said this 3 or 4 times. You can do, be, and have whatever it is that you desire. You were created that way. And
Mhm.
I want your listeners to know that there is nothing that can keep you from being who you were created to be once you say yes.
Okay, friends, I can't follow that up. Amen. Yes,
Amen.
yes. Know that I'm going to link everything you need in order to connect with Valerie. Everything's going to be in the show notes. You know what to do. You know how to click through, get into her world. If this resonated on a soul level, which I'm pretty sure it will, then you know how to find her. You know how to reach out. Friends, I'm so grateful for your time. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe and leave that honest review. Friends, I can't wait until we meet again. Until next time.